Hey YouTube, Fistful of Goats here, and today I'm with
Clifford.
And he's going to show us a dead deck.
Alright, so
They actually might play really well, so go ahead, man.
we're running the Tearelements. We've got the one-offs, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain that.
But yeah, guys.
That's all we've got.
By the sorry, can I just,
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you doubted how broken this deck's design was, it's almost every good card in this deck is at 1, and it's still playable.
Still works.
I don't know how you do that.
So we have got 2 Rhino Heart. You would maybe think it's a 3-off.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, yeah.
It's not a 3-off because normal summon Rhino Heart on its own does nothing. Normal summon Rhino Heart, dump him early. No monster in the game to fuse with.
Makes sense.
So we run it as a 2-off because we don't always want to see it. I don't mind seeing it sometimes. But I don't mind searching it off planet for its discard effect.
Yeah.
Well, its effect when it's sent to the graveyard.
Also, guys, something I want to point out before we go in a second. This deck isn't... I'm sure you guys have seen some tier builds that are using things like Cashtieras to make a Dracosack and go for Cherubini. This deck's not doing that, and it's still doing pretty good.
This is tiers on a budget, if you will.
Other than the field spell.
Other than the field spell, yeah. So we've got the 3-of, the only 3-of tier in the deck. Tearement's Cashtera. It's kind of the new Havernus, if you will.
Has a more evil name ever been made.
In it. The new Havernus, mill 2 when it's sent to the graveyard, actually came up loads today. Just that extra mill 2 to hit like the 1-of Agido, the 1-of Kelbeck.
Yep.
Speaking of, we've got the 1-ofs, all 4 of the Shizu cards at 1. Still super powerful.
Yeah.
Still really good.
So, how good are the shufflers now that at 1? I get the millers. How good are the shufflers?
The shufflers are still as good as they ever were. Just obviously with them being a 1-off, you've got to use them properly. You can't just be like shuffling stuff back in. You can't see 2 Medora in your graveyard, go, ooh, my end phase, use 1 Medora, and then have the next one for follow-up. So they're a bit funny. I find I use them a lot in conjunction with the field spell to shuffle a tier back in to pop 1. That's what I was doing a lot of it with, unless I am interrupting something. But a lot of the times it's not coming up as much. We have got Kit Kalos as a 3-of.
Yeah, gosh.
King of the Swamp, obviously. It has to be a 3-of now. There's no ifs or buts about it.
This is an example of one of those cards that it's very old, and they never thought the game would get this flipping fast.
But we need it now.
Yeah.
And so I am running the 1 poly with the King of the Swamp.
Good art, nice.
Comes up a lot, fuses on board, Book of Eclipse in the format nowadays, fusing with face down monsters, we can do it.
Nice.
And then we've got the spells. 3 planet, mandatory.
Honestly, I think that for the fact that they didn't touch this is the main reason this deck is still pretty good.
If there was no planet, there'd be no deck. If the planet was a 1-off. We have got 3 Scream, mandatory now, just to get the on-field effect to mill 3 and the graveyard dump. Both of those. 3 Screams, 1 for each tier element you still managed to mill. Yeah, exactly. Innit? Normal summon early, mill 6 now, sort of thing. Well, we don't try not to do that. But
no, but
Shrine effect, mill 3, make another 6. We've got the 1-of Grief.
What's
this it works really well with Tearement's Cashtera. So
you just think something like this to me. When we were playing.
So Tearement's Grief, you can special summon 1 Tearement's monster from your deck, and then send 1 monster with the same type or attribute to your graveyard.
No, guys, that can be the one you search, just so you know. Which is why this card's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. So it wasn't good before, like when tiers were full power.
It really wasn't needed before.
No one was ever running it. There's no point running it. But now you've got the dump 1 and send 1. So a Grief and a Mud Dragon, King of the Swamp, is a poly and a Rulk in hand, and a fuse. The Cashtera banishes a trap or a spell from graveyard, and this will add a banished trap. So now, banishing traps with this, it can be potentially plus. I might mill a Suliek and then banish it, and then I might mill a Grief in a bit, add it back to hand.
That's pretty good.
So I've used a Suliek effect in grave, I've banished it for a few summons, and then I'll get it back with Grief. I only run 1 because it's a one effect per turn. So I've either seen it in hand or I've hit milled it in the graveyard, and whatever it's doing is what it's doing. I don't want to see 1 in hand and then hit 1 in the graveyard.
No, you don't. Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. I've got 2 Suliek, and that is it for the tier spells. Suliek's just like the best. The best of the tier traps. I was main decking Crime for a while, but it's not coming up as much as I'd like it to be, and I'm getting punished going second and hitting it. So the 2 Suliek, 1 in hand's good and 1 in the grave's good. Also, because you banish 1, I might not get it, and I might have to get the other. We've got the 3-of Foolish Burial Goods.
Yep.
This is, I feel like, pretty standard now. For mainly this next card, which I was running at 2. So Foolish Burial Goods obviously dumps a spell from the deck to the grave. Trigger Karma, you can banish this from your graveyard to add a spell or trap that lists Visa Star Frost from the deck to your hand.
Oh,
so that's any Tearelements spell.
Oh, that's really good.
Except from the new field spell, the new Tearelements field spell, which we can't search, which is awful.
Fair enough.
This banish, so it's Primeval Planet. This it becomes Terraforming.
So
if
it's really
Primeval
powerful.
Planet and I've banished this, I can banish it with Scream. I can get Soliak.
And just a side note, not because this how is this card still at 3? Like foolish.
I know
The regular Foolish is at 1.
It's because of this. You can only use activate Foolish Burial Goods once per turn. Sometimes, I draw 2.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I'm like follow up.
Not
really though.
No.
But
Yeah.
So that's really good. I will, for a side note, I will be dropping one of these. So I'm not running Terraforming.
Right.
I will be dropping one of these for now. There's a few additions left to the deck. This is just my first run. There's a couple of cards that I want to go over. I'll come back to that in a second.
No worries.
So the one of Instant Fusion, still really powerful.
But
Instant Fusion, normal summon, that's a 4 right there. Sharren in hand, maybe.
But thankfully, now that this deck has been hit a lot, this card's safe for now.
Exactly.
So my extra deck Monarchs can still breathe. I can still make Crystal Wing.
Still make Crystal Wing. Neospatian Dolphin can come out still. We can still do what we want.
Yeah.
We got the 3 Diviner. So we're away from this is pretty standard now as well, I feel, but we're away from that tier side. 3 Diviner, that dumps the Agido and the Kelbeck to get the turn rolling. It's the best normal summon.
So an extra Foolish effect, basically.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
We'll hit the Miller and then we'll mill 5, and then hopefully the ball starts rolling from there.
Okay.
Also becomes a level 6, quite important.
Of course.
Because we are running 2
Mali.
Nice. Mali, a bit of an interesting choice. I was kind of stuck for level 6s. It was either Mali or a Bestial, or I want to run Visas, but I just don't own it at the moment. Mali will get traded out for the Visa.
So why not the Bestials?
At the moment, with the local scene that we're in particular, this local scene, which is where I come to the most, Bestials aren't super great.
Because there's also much trap tricks around.
A lot of people playing trap tricks, a lot of people playing like wacky attributes and stuff like that. Not a lot of light and not a lot of dark going around. I've got some lights and darks in my grave. I don't want to banish those. I can't afford to. The only thing I could afford to banish in this deck would be a Diviner or the Squamata.
Ah, nice.
They're the only things I could actually potentially.
Okay, what the heck is this?
So Hellshadow's Hollow is a new tech. So Squamata was like kind of back and forth before, and this dumps a Shadow monster.
Yeah.
So Squamata just seizes this quicker.
Yeah.
So we see that, we dump that, and then this will mill from the top of my deck up to the number of different attributes on field. You get quite techy with that. It's really good going second because your opponent might fill up a board as well.
Nice.
You can go like Chainlink 1 this, Chainlink 2 melee, fuse with a Mud Dragon. Say you've only got like a dark on board, you can go Chainlink 1 this, Chainlink 2 a fuse, maybe put a different attribute on board and just hit a couple more mills.
Nice.
That's all we're doing. The deck just mills. Ideally, I'll pass my turn and I'll have like 7 cards in deck, and that's been happening quite a bit recently.
Nice.
And then finally, just a little bit of
anti-Cashtier.
Anti-Cashtier, right?
I mean,
anti-branded as well.
I mean, this deck wasn't very good against Cashtier at full power. So,
no, it wasn't.
Well, not that. Well, it was one of its worst matchups.
When all the all of the Ashizu cards were at 3, you could do a lot better because you could go into your rank 4 plays and stuff like that. But you can't just afford that.
But Cashtier was But now it's really hard to do that deck, I imagine.
That's for the main deck. Things I would change would be, for now, if I'm running the Mali, the Malicious isn't great, but it's a 6.
Yeah.
We all know where I'm going with the 6.
Yeah.
We'll go over to the extra deck now. That'll get explained in a bit.
Okay.
So we're running 1 Kaleido and 1 Rolk. I'm not super afraid of Cashtier. If they're going to rip one, they're going to rip one.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to have to play with the rest of my deck. I don't really have a lot of space.
And to be honest, if I was playing Cashtier, that probably wouldn't be what I would go for.
Nice. I'd probably go, if it was me, maybe the Kaleido.
Maybe,
Kaleido's really powerful, but it's a bit difficult to get into. I've got to see like a Rhino, 2 tier names, or a Mud Dragon, or like a Rolk.
Yeah.
So it's very expensive now. We have, for the rest of the fusions, I've got Winder, obviously, if I'm running the Shadows.
She's back in, yep.
Dragostapelia.
Yeah, this is very standard, yeah.
Mud Dragon of the Swamp,
Yeah.
that's my instant fusion target now.
Oh, yeah.
Really good at going into rank 4 plays and stuff like that. The targeting protection's pretty crucial a lot of the time now as well. And then we've got Garura, pretty standard again. I don't love making Garura sometimes, but it's just another 6. And for the last 2 fusions, I've got Grapha, negate, and makes me discard for effect.
So you can sort of your tier plays, yeah.
I can send a tier, or just having a negate that I can get out probably in my opponent's turn's good. And then, an interesting choice, the Lubellion.
Okay.
The Lubellion is in there purely for, in my opponent's turn, if I start milling, and I hit a King of the Swamp and a Tearement's Name, I can make it, and then I can use its effect to discard and fuse from banish. So that's really there to put my shufflers back in the deck.
Yeah,
Medora, Kelda, Medora and Kelda makes Garura.
Makes it. Yeah, I don't want to rush you, man, but the battery's dying. So,
well,
so
I'll finish.
Sorry,
it off.
guys.
We've got Baron at home. Don't run that. Run Baron. I just can't afford it. Beatrice. I've been chatting about the 6s.
Behave better.
Zeus.
Yeah.
Didn't summon him today, but he comes up loads. Dugaris. Maybe a shift spot that Dugaris, but it does come up. Redo it, Essential.
It's just like a toolbox now, yeah.
Redo it, makes fusions.
Yeah.
Baguska, Essential.
The fat stinking drunk.
And then running the 1 Dark Charmer. Didn't come up at all today. It's probably good. If I'm running Dark Charmer, I should probably be running another Link Monster. Something and we'll just blast through the side. 3 Ghost Spells.
Yep.
Cosmic. Imperm. Harpies. Heartbeat. Crime for going first. Core Bite for going first. Dark Hole if I'm not your friend. The 2 Bucket Moon. And then to top off the playset of the Lunar Eclipse.
Alright, well, thank you for the profile, man.
Thanks for
Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in the next video.